Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are here for nope, not Attack on Titan. That was what I just finished recording. Nope. Clone Wars Season 7, Episode 5. So, I am still continuing on with the chronological order. I know it's been a while, guys. We've been on a steady pace of, like, one episode after another for quite some time now. But luckily I did double check real quickly, because I almost just started Episode 1. But luckily, before I started, I checked the list, and we are supposed to start with 5. So the first episode I am watching of Season 7 is Episode 5. I have not watched Episode 1, 2, 3, or 4 yet, just in case you guys are wondering, and you're wondering where they are. They will be coming in whenever the order comes that I'm supposed to watch them in. But yeah. Last we had was Yoda's adventure to learn how to keep his consciousness in the Force, where he learned some a lot of interesting stuff about the Force and kind of some visions of the future. I think he has like a rough idea, like there was a whole like another Skywalker and stuff like that. So I think he has kind of a idea of what his goals are, or at least like future is supposed to entail. But yeah, I'm really curious to see what we do with the final season, which we are on, which has how many episodes? I don't know. I thought I could pull it up, but I forgot. I don't want to minimize the episode and everything that I have all set up to go to the other tab has the list of the order and everything. But either way, a certain amount of episodes we got left. So let's get started, guys, shall we? We're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. If there is no path before you, create your own. Alright. We are... Interesting. Are we gonna get an Ahsoka episode? I really like Ahsoka's character. I'd love if it was just kind of like a where is she now kind of thing. Uh-oh. Well, that's extremely unfortunate. Man, this does seem like a freaking hazard. I never really thought about like accidents or things like this that could happen while you're flying. Phew. Hope you didn't need that. Rip. Cool. Good old wall running. Person's like, what the hell? Oh, damn. One hell of a... She landed right at like a repair place, though. Very convenient. I guess she's usually good at fixing things, too. We've seen her fix a few things. Trace. Oh, that was Ahsoka. I was kidding. Damn. Why'd you ask? Maybe put her to work for a little bit, pay for it. I think. Oh, damn. Oh, so I guess she is still gonna pay. She just doesn't have the money on her right now. I thought she was just like, no one really has money around here. You can do it for free. I thought that's what she meant by that. Like, oh, no one really has credit here. Hmm. Why is she so eager to... I mean, maybe she just wants to get away from Coruscant to, like, stop thinking about it. If you could pay me. Hmm. That was a longing look or a look of loss. Such a crazy planet. If you're gonna be depressing, get out of here. Hmm. Sister Rafa. Is Ahsoka gonna make things worse by fighting? They both say it. Damn! We picked the violence option! Oh, Ahsoka stayed out of it longer than I thought she would have, to be completely honest. Nice. Ahsoka's gonna beat their asses. Damn. Oh, right in the nads. Does that race have nads? I guess so, based on that reaction, I suppose. Aww. Calling Anakin her older brother. Probably. Okay, I was worried her sister was, like, dead or something, based on the way she, like, looked at the table or something, but... Almost like she, like, missed someone or something, but... Not yet. Hmm... So... Rafa steals... But Trace is trying to do things straight. What the hell? Guys, help me out. What's a moof? Send me a picture. I imagine a moof is something that can be milked. Hmm. Not sketchy at all. My business partner. Business partner. Like how he thought about that. Yeah, okay. You're the associate. Is the restraining bolt something that helps keep them, like, in check? Is that what she meant? If you don't put that, are they, like, evil? Uh-oh. Damn. Oh, well. Naturally. Uh-oh. Why is this one turning on? So the restraining bolt is what let her turn it off with the little, like, remote, I'm guessing, right? It's a test run. It just like kicks some trash. I love how it just kicked the barrels over. It's just chaos. It's a demolition. It's just destroy. One sole purpose. I just love that scene of it just running. Stops, kicks the trash, and keeps running. Yeah, look, it's just something. It's just chaos. Oh my god! Well, damn. Gotta go. Yep. It decided not to destroy that, but fuck the trash cans. Man, this thing is moving. Oh, it's a dance. The speeder they grabbed is a forklift. Man. Go, Ahsoka. Guys, go! Do something! Damn. She's ballsy. I feel like Ahsoka should be doing this part. Oh, that's still far away. Not the red button, though. The red button puts him in enrage mode. This is actually a really bad spot to turn it off, I feel like. Kid, watch out! Oh. At least it keeps its grip. Oh, or not. Never mind. I spoke too soon! Ahsoka, catch! Damn. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This thing can't fly, can it? Okay. Is it strong enough to pull it back? Oh! Love the bystander. Nope. Nope. Oh! He jinxed it. Come on, you got it. Okay. Oh, the kid saw. Will Trace realize? It's probably what they're used for. His business associate. Man, the restraining bolt should not be something that can come off easily. I like Ahsoka's outfit. It's like a... Is that weird to say? It's like a freaking Elvis outfit almost. It's got like the one piece that goes down to like the... What are they called? Like the pants that like get like really wide by the like lower legs. Damn. Hmm. Alright. That's a cool little story. I wonder if there'll be more to that. That is it, guys, for episode 5. Do we have voices coming up here? I'm just kind of curious. Rafa was Elizabeth Rodriguez, and Trace was Bridget Calley. Okay. Yeah, no, that was a good episode. I wouldn't mind if we continued on with some of like of what like happened with Ahsoka. Once again, interesting choice that like for like chronological order that this wasn't placed like right after Ahsoka left. Like, because this was like a direct continuation on when she left in that episode. But maybe they decided to just show some of the other stuff that happened first. I don't. I trust the list, but I just thought it was interesting. But yeah, man, what a dangerous. Like, I never really thought about what happens if you have like vehicle failure when you're like flying through this like pit that just descends with like so many like, you know, like if what just happened to Ahsoka happened to someone that wasn't as athletic, you'd just be dead, you know? Like at least with our car crashes, like sometimes you can survive them. I mean, sure, I'm sure sometimes you could survive one of those. Like you could, like if you were to fall off one of those, you could maybe land on one like on a little bit lower and survive kind of thing. But man, I can't imagine what the accident system is like, or like what like how that all like plays out and what some of the accidents look like on Coruscant. Which that also leads me into something that I was thinking about from this episode is I never really think too much, like, we're always seeing these, like, grander stories with these, like, Jedi that traverse the universe and everything. It's kind of crazy to think about, the civilians, like Trace and stuff like that, that are probably born on Coruscant. They may never even see the surface, like, the clean air above and stuff, like, in the clean, like, sky and shit like that, like, it's kind of crazy to think about that there's probably people that just like can't afford to and I think I guess it makes sense. Maybe I just assumed it before, but I never really put too much thought into like the upper levels of Coruscant is like the more expensive, you know. It makes sense, like the, you know, it's kind of like the thing with like the better the view or like seaside property and stuff like that is more expensive. But yeah, like, so people like Trace may, like, one of her dreams was to go traverse the stars and stuff like that. It's probably something that she may never get to do in her lifetime just because of, like, the circumstance of her birth and everything. It's just, like, really interesting to think about in, like, this universe with so much space travel and everything that exists, and there's still people that are just trapped, you know, working their 9 to 5, barely making ends meet in the slums of Coruscant, you know. I just thought it was really like an interesting thing that I never really like factored into my thought process of like Star Wars too much, you know. But I felt kind of bad for Trace. It seems like she has a sister that gets into a lot of trouble, gets into some debts, tries to pay him off, but does things that aren't so legal in order to pay him off, whereas Trace seems to be trying to like live a straight life, do things legit, and her sister is kind of hindering her a little bit. And I think that's kind of why she's like clinging to Ahsoka, because I think she sees like another like good soul that she can kind of cling to and keep around a little bit, you know, which is why she offered to do things for free. And even though like she used, you know, she kind of has that like, oh, I don't really need you around kind of personality, but yet like actively like does things to like help her, or like, you know, I feel like I could tell that she wanted Ahsoka to stay around longer, but she pretends that she doesn't, kind of deal is what I mean. But yeah, that chase was pretty fun. I love the demolition droid who just runs around. Like, I love there's a couple scenes of him just stopping to just kick trash cans and kick stuff off the edge and grab like a pipe and smack a vehicle a couple times. Like, it's just so, I know I already said it, but it's just so fun to see him poof, like kick some barrels he didn't even need to. He didn't have to stop to do that. They weren't in his way, I don't think. It's definitely not with the second time it happened, where he like took the pipe and started hitting the vehicles. No reason to do that. Just he's just a demolition droid. He's just like, I destroy, I must, you know. But really funny that it had like the presence of mind enough to like see Trace and Ahsoka in that vehicle and just jump over them rather than like try to destroy that. It's like some things he was willing to destroy, you know, but other things he was like, oh no, we can play it smart, jump over them, then go destroy things. Oh, that was fun though. But Ahsoka using the Force in that situation with pulling the vehicle back up, it kind of gives me vibes. It's not exactly the same, but it gives me vibes of the Jedi Survivor first game, where Cal Kestis is just like undercover as just a scrap, like cleaning up scrap and stuff like that. It's like scrapping ships, and one of his buddies falls off of like the machinery, and the only way to save him was to use the Force on him. Now in that situation, the buddy realized, oh hey, you're a Jedi. This situation, it didn't seem like Trace had any idea of what happened. I guess she was too far down to see like the winch giving out. So she probably just assumed that the winch, like, you know, held strong and pulled her up, right? And the one kid saw it. Nothing came of that though, but I mean, maybe if there's more episodes, more will come of it. I don't know. So, but yeah, we got kind of some more perspective on like what people think of the Jedi. We had Ahsoka still defending them despite leaving. You know, it's not like she hates them all. You know, or she doesn't like believe in the Jedi Order or anything. She just like left because she didn't like how they treated her specifically. But I feel like it would be very easy to have someone treat, or like a group treat you poorly, and then like kind of think badly about that group and maybe like take the chance to be like, yeah, screw those Jedi, you know. But no, she still defended them, so that was nice. But we got a little bit more perspective on what, you know, some people are already kind of starting to see the Jedi as these, you know, warmongers that brought this war that's making their life harder, which is probably just gonna help Palpatine with his goals in, you know, labeling the Jedi as evil later on. I'm pretty sure they do, right? They label the Jedi as evil. So yeah, there's definitely some cool perspective from just a little civilian living in the depths of Coruscant. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I mean, it might be a little bit of a spoiler to take a peek at this, but we watched 7-5, we watched 7-6, 7, and 8 before we go back to 1. It looks like there are only 12 episodes. Damn, so we only have 11 more episodes of Clone Wars, guys. I think we're going to be cutting it pretty close with, right now, because, like, as a lot of you probably have noticed, I've been cutting down on the reactions, and if you have not known yet, I'm not really going to be doing reactions anymore after I finish up the shows that I've already started, which I think we're going to be pretty close with, like, right now, the only 2 shows I have going left are Attack on Titan and Clone Wars, and I'm on part 2 of Season 4 of Attack on Titan, so I'm pretty sure there's less than 11 episodes, I think, of that. I could be wrong. Or it might be close. We might be, like, almost right on where we'll be finishing both of these around the same time, which is kind of crazy to think about. But just to kind of give, like, my thoughts in recent times, I may still come back and do more reactions. I gotta mull it over because I don't want to start it if I'm not going to commit to it. But I may start doing reactions again because I'm already, like, doing so few reactions now. I kind of miss it already. But I might put the work in to do the editing to have the footage in the corner like most reactors do, and try to, what I might do is I might unlist all my videos, but keep them as what's it called? As playlists. So they won't show up when you look at my video list, but if you look at the playlist, you'll still be able to watch them. And then I'd label every playlist as old format, so that way people know that that's the, you know, those playlists are the old format. And then I'd start new shows that go public on my channel as the format that people tend to enjoy more, because clearly I've been doing this quite a while and my channel has barely grown, and pretty much majority of my comments, or people will watch, like, looking at, like, all the times and everything, they watch the first couple minutes of episode 1 of a show and then they don't watch anymore because there's no footage for them to watch. They have to sync up and they don't want to do that. So I've been mulling it over. It's just a lot of editing work. So even if I did come back and do it, I probably wouldn't be able to do as many shows as I did previously. Previously, I would have like 5 or 6 shows going at once, but with the editing time and the amount of time I have, I don't know that I'd be able to. But it's something I've been mulling over. Like I said, I want to make sure that I really want to do it before I start it, because I don't want to start it and then do like 1 or 2 shows and then quit because of the editing is too long, you know? But either way, that was a long tangent of things that didn't really need to be said in this Clone Wars video. That's something that should be talked about in a separate video that I post at some point. I'm just still trying to gather my thoughts and all that. So thank you guys for watching. That's going to be it from me. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you did. Maybe you'll see some of my new content if I do decide to do that, or maybe I'll just poof, you know. But anyway, I'll see you guys around. Well, I have been doing gaming at twitch.tv/Morthadon. I also stream on my @Morth Gaming YouTube channel, and I put out videos on my @Morth Gaming YouTube channel. That's kind of what I've been doing instead of the reaction stuff. But yeah, so I wouldn't exactly poof, but you'd be able to watch my gaming stuff if you ever wanted to. Anyway, thank you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.